Hello there and a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining me here at Jason's Weather Window. I'm just going to give you a quick update on the snow potential for tomorrow and on Thursday. I've got to say it still remains a little bit uncertain, but there are parts of the country that could have a really significant spell of snow tomorrow and into Thursday. I'm even more interested in the potential for a real cold snap later on next week, which could endure right the way through the month, but much more on that nearer the time frame. I'm going to stick to the current situation just now, do a little bit of screen sharing with me. Stick with me for a few moments and enjoy. I'm just going to bring you up to date with the latest on all the snow developments at the moment. So let's begin. Let's begin actually by having a little look at today. This is the latest satellite and radar picture from NetWeather, and you can see that Scotland's in the clear other than a few snow showers to the north and around the east coast. Much of Scotland is clear blue and sunny, as you can see behind me here just now, as too is parts of Northern Ireland, the northwest of England, right down into the Midlands, and the rain that you can see there in the southwest of Ireland and southwest of England, and it's kind of lingering in the south of England as well, is the rain that we had on Sunday that came into Scotland and pushed south yesterday. So essentially behind this band of rain is the cold air, and this rain here that you can see is going to push back into the cold air, and that is what's giving us our current snow situation. So I'm now going to show you the Met Office. Now, this was yesterday. They showed the snow warning to extend over practically the entire country of Scotland and the north of England. So just waiting for that one to update. That's not updated since yesterday. But still, it's saying there that in low-lying areas, up to 5 centimetres of snow, and generally between 5 and 15 centimetres of snow with elevation, and there could be 30 centimetres of snow in places. So that's pretty significant, and it's definitely worth keeping a little eye on. Let me show you the big picture though from the Met Office. This is from weather.net. It's a fantastic site, and this is just the Met Office and their analysis, the human interpretation of what's going on. So you can see these cold fronts that have pushed through. That's why we're in the clear. That's why we're in the cold. And if you follow the isobars back, yeah, they do come from a polar continental source. So they're coming down from the north, but they originate, in fact, the north of Scandinavia. So it's a polar continental. It's a dry, cold feed of air. And if I just play this on, it's 12-hour sequences. You can see the warm front there starting to push back up into the UK, into this cold air. That's midnight tonight. If I take you to tomorrow morning, you can see it's taking its time actually. It's quite a slow process. Excuse me. Let's get back to it. There we go. Oh, it's playing it for me. I see. Sorry about this. Stop. And let's take it back. There we go. There's the one front pushing up from the southwest. It's stalling. This is the problem. It's coming against this wedge of cold air because we've had a 3-week cold snap. And that cold air is really inched into Scandinavia. It's really particularly cold there at the moment, as it has been in many parts of Europe. Of course, Spain had a lot of snow last week as well. So anything coming from the Atlantic struggling. It's a little bit like a river with a huge big rock in the middle of it, and the water's trying to flow down the river, but it comes against this massive big block, the cold air, and everything just sort of slides to the side or slides down, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. And there's a little area of low pressure is going to form along these frontal systems, and rather than them pushing to the east, they're going to slide down to the southeast. So hopefully I can show you that with this next chart. There we go. You can see the warm sector's been reduced there. And this is really the cold side of stuff. And if I take you on a wee bit further, as far as I'd like to just now, this is on Thursday afternoon. You can see that frontal system is still hanging around the eastern side of the country, so potential for some pretty cold weather there. Also notice that the winds are coming in from the east there, and this is what is maintaining this possibility of snow. So let's have a wee look now at the snow charts. Actually, I thought what I'd show you first of all This is Glasgow, and this is a metrogram for Glasgow tomorrow. It's just one of the models, the GAM, and it's showing you there. There's today's nice weather. It's pretty cold, but it's sunny, as we know right now. We just got above zero for a couple of hours this afternoon. It goes really cold tonight, but you can see the snow symbols there on the chart, and the blue bars are representing the amount of snowfall. There's no suggestion of rain there whatsoever for Glasgow, but I'm not wholly convinced on this yet. Let me show you why. I'm not wholly convinced on it at all. This here is snow accumulation, so it's the amount of snow that we might see on the ground. You can see large parts of Scotland have already got quite a lot of snow on the ground this Tuesday, and I'm just going to run you through this sequence. The snow is in centimetres, so hopefully this will move on. There we go, and what we're watching for is the snow coming up from the southwest, meeting that cold air. If the sequence is moving on now, yeah, so there you can see it. This is Wednesday, 6 o'clock in the morning. The snow's mostly reserved for Scotland. I mean, it is sort of into North Ayrshire there, the suggestions are, but South Ayrshire, parts of the southwest, wintry mix, I think, is the best I could say just now for you, but we'll firm up on this for you further. Let's just take it, it's early steps, and you can see more of Scotland becoming white. So this is the chart for Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and much of the mainland of Scotland has lying snow. So there, even in North Ayrshire, there are 2 centimetres of snow forecasted to be on the ground around about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And if I run this on a little bit further, you can see that snow just hangs around, really. This is Friday afternoon. What's really interesting, if I take you right to the end of the chart for just a little second, is just to show you how much snow is still going to be in the ground. This is Thursday 21st, and you can see much of the UK is covered with snow. The purple areas are indicative of really deep snow on the ground, far more than 10 centimetres. So taking you as far as we can go in this sequence, which is 2 weeks, you see the snow never really melts. And this is why I'm a little bit concerned about the weather for later next week. Okay, final thing is let's have a wee look at some of the snow prediction charts. We'll look at that if I possibly can access it. If I can possibly access it. There we are there. Sorry about the delay there, folks. So I'm going to start off here with the gem, since we just had a look at a metrogram there from the gem. So this is taking you through sequence, I hope. What I'll do is just tap it along from the bottom. So there's a rain coming in from the southwest. Glasgow area is a red dot there. Notice how tomorrow it begins to turn to snow. It's a little bit messy around the southwest of Scotland, but inland it's looking quite significant. And it seems to be that as it cools down more tomorrow, later tomorrow, even if it starts off as rain in Scotland, then it's more likely to turn to snow as the day goes on. And that's really going for a snow event. They are 9 o'clock on Thursday morning, most of Scotland's snowing. So too is the north and east of England, and right down into Yorkshire as well. So it's really going for a real snow event there. Look at 12 o'clock on Thursday, just indicative of those fronts getting stuck and the air masses mixing in, coming into the cold air. But that really is something showing up there from the GAM. So we'll have a wee look at another model just to compare and contrast, because at the moment they're all kind of saying slightly different things. So let's have a little look at the icon model. And okay, precipitation type. So this is the snow or precipitation type forecast from the icon model. And as you can see there, walk you through, the rain comes into the west, it's a cold air, turns to snow. It's not making so much of a snow event for, say, the west of the country and the southwest of the country. In fact, it's a little bit miserable with the snow. But notice how it does build up more as we go through Wednesday night and into Thursday, because even here, Glasgow is expected to have snow by Thursday morning, and just knocking that sequence on a wee bit more. Yeah, it really is going for a snow event as well, and it extends down the eastern side of not only Scotland but also of England. Okay, I hope that that was useful for you and has brought you up to date with what's going on. We'll just have to watch this space for the potential of some rain, sleet and snow pushing in tomorrow, and the likelihood of some heavy snow for central and eastern areas of the country, and then some of western areas also getting some snow later on, particularly in Thursday morning as the air turns even colder. So we really do need to watch this space. I'm not convinced about the parameters just now. I've been looking at them all morning, the upper air temperatures, the dew points on all the factors, because to get snow is a real big deal. It's like making a cake where you've got loads of ingredients and you've got to get them all in and with the right proportions and to get it right and get snow on the ground. So definitely for the hills, definitely for inland areas. The southwest of Scotland, I'm a little bit unsure about that right now, but I will firm up with some posts. And if we get a really major event, of course, I will be online doing a video for you. Thanks for joining me today. Enjoy the glorious sunshine. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.